So on our last day in San Francisco, we decided to take the Caltrain up to the city. It was about an hour-long drive from Santa Clara to the city, so we decided to take the train instead of sitting in traffic and worrying about parking. We downloaded the Caltrain app and had our tickets on our phones, which they came through and checked a little ways into the trip. It was nice not having to deal with all the traffic and just sit on the train. It moved pretty fast. It did make several stops on the way there, and we took it all the way to the last stop in downtown, which I believe was the King's Station. The Caltrain was $21 each, and then we paid about $5.50 for parking, and it was a nice big parking lot. And we left again from the Santa Clara station because that's near where we were staying, and it was about an hour-long ride.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Once we got there, we walked about a mile or so to the cable car. We wanted to ride the world-famous cable car through downtown San Francisco. This was the first thing we did because we were there on a weekend. It was a Sunday, and I had read that it could get pretty busy with pretty long lines. So we got there and didn't have to wait too long, and we were even able to watch it turn around. We got the Muni passes on our phones. It was $14 each for the whole day, and we just did that so we wouldn't have to keep track of how much it cost for each ride. That worked for the cable car, and also, which we took twice, and also the buses that we took. We took a few buses, maybe 3 or 4 or so.
Guys behind the yellow.
There's a few different cable car lines, and we took the one that runs north. Then once we got there, we took a bus to the Golden Gate Bridge. The bus took us right to the front of the gift shop, and we walked a little ways onto the bridge. We got really lucky with the weather this day when we went to the bridge, and we went pretty early as well. I wanted to make sure we got there early so we avoided any crowds. And it wasn't very busy at all, so we got really lucky. Once we were done at the bridge, we took a bus to Pier 39, where we went to lunch at Wipeout Bar and Grill. We each got a burger and a drink, and I do remember that we had to request straws. We just checked our budget, and apparently it was about $65, and we don't remember it being so expensive or why it cost so much. It was pretty good, but it was a lot of food, and I only ate about half of my burger. We did see Alcatraz Island while we were at the bridge. We did not do any tours. You can take like a boat ride out there. We did not do that just because it was such a short trip and we only had one day downtown and I wanted to see a lot more. were done with lunch, we walked down the end of the pier, which is pretty nice, and watched the sea lions. That's something I had seen online and thought was pretty cool and wanted to do. Once we were done at the pier, we took another bus, and this one was pretty cool. It was in older style. I don't remember where we landed, but we walked for probably a mile or two, and it was very hilly downtown, which you do not see on Google Maps when you're looking, but it is definitely very hilly. And then we got to Lombard Street, which is a pretty famous windy street that I wanted to do. You can drive down it or you can walk. My initial intention was to walk down, but we ended up at the bottom and had to walk up. And it was very difficult. I was a few months pregnant at this point with our youngest child.
My heart rate's up. I feel it. Taking in my picture.
Rose, where are we?
We're on Lombard Street, the windiest street in the world, walking up a bunch of stairs after having walked a half mile. A very steep hill just to get here.
Once we were done on Lombard Street at the top, we caught another cable car. This one we were the last ones on, and so we had to kind of stand on the edge, as you can see some people doing. I did not initially want to do that because I was afraid of falling off, but we didn't really have a choice because we were the last ones on, but it wasn't too bad. This cable car ride we took to the Cable Car Museum, which was Robbie's favorite part of the trip, he said. It's pretty cool because it's actually free. So the cable car, once it got here, we just hopped off and went in, and you can see there how the cable cars work. Something that I wanted to do for a long time. We just see the Pink Ladies, which is a group of houses in downtown San Francisco that appear in the intro of the show Full House. We didn't actually walk by the actual Full house, that's on a different street, but we did get to see the Pink Ladies. Getting there was quite the adventure. We took one bus and then we walked for a while. And we realized once we got there that if we had just waited for the bus, it would have shown up the same time as us. We ended our time downtown San Francisco at the Gear Deli shop. That was something I was also really looking forward to. We got some very delicious ice cream drinks. I don't really remember what we got, but it was very chocolatey and very good. And after that, we went back to the King Street station around 6 o'clock or so and took the Caltrain back to the Santa Clara station until we headed out the next morning back home to Cincinnati.